I'm making this video to document the Magnolia projects, the 1990s, and the culture of the community before Hurricane Katrina. I did a group of work to capture and document the community Uptown, which is Freret, all the way from Jefferson and Freret to Freret and Washington Avenue, which is the Magnolia projects. Juvenile parked his yellow Hummer at his mother's house every day. Lil Wayne made his videos in front of my house. I observed and made these art pieces to capture the heart and the struggle of the murder capital, New Orleans. And I just wanted to explain my artwork because I preserved it, though being misplaced by Katrina and many crises as a single parent since 1993, Uptown. So this is called Ode to the Magnolia. And I took pictures of the beautiful things in the courtyard of the CJP. I don't know why they call it CJP. I don't know CJP. I actually took a picture of that church there that is still, that's the only building there by Michaels and Cain's on Claiborne in Louisiana. And then the Benson Tower, they're about to tear down. This is not an accurate perspective of the buildings because they're really far to the left, to the north, I believe. So I took these pictures of men and people in the Magnolia every day because Uptown, we never fraternized in other communities. These are some children across the street from me. This is Termite. That was his nickname. He came to my program. I had a refuge for children on the street whose parents, anyway, for young people, a lot of young boys came to my program every day, my art program. I had an after-school art program and on Freret Street where I spoke to the young people, had a place for them to chill, and I taught them art. I allowed them to sell their art. I was trying to get them to sell art instead of drugs because that was the only commerce that was available to them, that the young men were passing on to them in my community that I knew of. I mean, of course, there was a barber and different businesses, but this is my rendition of the Magnolia projects. Soldier Slim died and was buried in 2003 before Katrina. He was buried in Mount Olive Cemetery where Fats Domino, the creator of rock and roll, is buried, where Professor Longhair, who's kind of responsible for the jazzy Mardi Gras type piano playing, his statue is in Tipitina's Uptown. Also, who was buried at that cemetery. Well, anyway, I find it awesome that Soldier Slim of the Magnolia, who wrote Slow Motion, I think that was Juvenile's last big hit that I can remember. His father created, his stepfather, who he was raised with in Gentilly, was the founder of Rebirth Brass Band. Beyonce today uses their style I saw in her latest concert, because she's not connected to the creator, so she can only copy. So anyway, so I am here back in New Orleans, and I'm going to share my early 90s paintings to tell the story of Uptown in the 90s, the Magnolia projects, the streets, just to tell the story of my work. And I'm going to progress to my work today, which I no longer focus on the culture of New Orleans, but the focus is now on the kingdom of God. There's only one king there. So I never did participate in the Babylon system, but these kings uptown, with all the blood sacrifice, it's an ancient ritual to gain power, mind control, and take the next throne. So, you know, it's to be expected. My king also sacrificed his blood, so I get it. So I'm just sharing my art about the projects. This is the positive one. I traced my daughter and a friend across the street doing a hand game, and because we were a tight community, we were family. It was all different wards were families before Katrina. They had to upset the last rooted community. Really, I think it was the first rooted community, at least the main community that created the culture of the world, meaning dance, music came from New Orleans. That's why I'm committed to supporting the young artists here. And my next video will be, my next 4 videos will be of the 90s art where I captured the spirit of Uptown, and the Magnolia projects are featured in most of them.